Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to completely flip your paradigm. Seriously, you're about to look at your yard, your driveway, and your garden in a totally new light. Today, we're diving into how those annoying, stubborn weeds you spend your entire weekend pulling up or spraying are actually a massive, hidden goldmine of free, incredibly potent superfoods. Get ready, because your grocery list, it's about to change forever. Okay, let's jump right into the irony of all this. Picture this. You're probably spending $30, maybe even more, on a bottle of fish oil supplements at the pharmacy, right? But Purslane, that thick jade leaf succulent that's sprawling right there in the cracks of your driveway, is actually the richest plant source of omega-3 fatty acids on the entire planet. High-end restaurants use it as this exotic, lemony, cucumber-flavored garnish, and yet it is literally growing for free, right where you park your car. It actually packs more vitamin E than spinach and more beta-carotene than carrots. Unbelievable, right? And honestly, this brilliantly illustrates the sheer absurdity of our modern landscaping habits. $2 billion. That's how much Americans spend every single year on chemical sprays and weed whackers trying to kill resilient plants like dandelions and purslane. Meanwhile, health food stores are taking those exact same plants, slapping them in nice packaging, and selling them right back to us at a massive premium. We're literally paying to destroy the exact nutrition we are separately paying to consume. So let's get into our first category today, backyard nutritional heavyweights. You know that little plant that looks kind of like a tiny shamrock with yellow flowers? That's wood sorrel, and its secret weapon is something called oxalic acid. This compound acts as this incredible natural preservative. It locks in so much vitamin C that the plant actually keeps its own nutrients fresh way longer than those expensive supplements just sitting in your bathroom cabinet. Native Americans knew all about this. They used it as a crucial spring tonic to recover after brutal winters. Actually, fun fact, this is the exact plant that saved sailors from scurvy when they ran out of citrus. Next up, we have lamb's quarters. This aggressive plant with its diamond-shaped silvery leaves makes the organic spinach you buy at the store look like an absolute joke. This was a massive staple crop for Native Americans for thousands of years before corn took over the spotlight. Why? Because it packs more calcium than most dairy products and way more vitamin C than oranges. And you know why it thrives in that rock-hard, disturbed soil at the edge of your lawn? Because that challenging environment is exactly what forces the plant to concentrate its massive density of survival nutrients. So you're probably seeing a crucial pattern emerge here. We've got purslane matching expensive fish oil, wood sorrel delivering preserved vitamin C with a gourmet lemony punch, and lamb's quarters completely outperforming cultivated spinach. Seriously, why are we paying premium prices at the grocery store or shelling out for supplements when nature is concentrating these incredible nutrients for free right in our yards? But you know, as fascinating as the nutrition side is, it's really just the tip of the iceberg. It begs a much bigger question. If your lawn is basically a free grocery store, what if the plants you've been vigorously spraying could actually replace your entire medicine cabinet too? Which brings us to Section 2, Nature's Free Medicine Cabinet. Let's look at the classic dandelion. We all recognize those bright yellow flowers popping up to ruin a perfectly manicured lawn. We'll run to the health store and buy expensive liver detoxifier supplements for $20, maybe $40 a pop, yet the bitter root of this exact lawn invader has been used as a potent, natural digestive aid and liver supporter for centuries, and modern research actually backs this up. It turns out those bitter compounds we tried to breed out of our modern greens are exactly what stimulate optimal digestive and liver function. And science perfectly backs up another piece of ancient folklore with a plant called plantain. Now, I'm not talking about the banana-like fruit here, but that low-growing, ribbed leaf weed that somehow pops up in the hardest, most compacted dirt in your yard. It contains allantoin and aucubin. These active compounds actively reduce inflammation, stop bleeding, and accelerate cellular healing. It literally makes this common weed nature's undisputed Band-Aid. And the best part? It is incredibly simple to use. You don't need a fancy lab to extract the good stuff. You just locate those ribbed leaves growing in a little rosette on the ground, crush up a fresh leaf to release the juices, and smack it directly onto a cut, scrape, or bee sting. This free, on-the-spot first aid treatment often completely outperforms the expensive, chemically laden pharmacy creams you've got in your bathroom right now. The history behind this one is absolutely fascinating. Native Americans actually referred to plantain as the white man's footprint. Why? Well, because it resiliently sprang up wherever European settlers traveled, absolutely thriving in the heavily compacted soil left behind by their wagon wheels and heavy boots. And it's that very resilience in hard soil that signals the highly concentrated healing compounds inside the plant itself. Let's move on to Section 3, Expensive Gourmet Lawn Garnishes. So if you've got shady, slightly damped areas in your yard, you've probably cursed those pretty purple violets carpeting the grass. But those little flowers are completely packed with soothing saponins, and they have a higher vitamin C content than oranges. High-end cosmetic companies extract these exact compounds for super pricey anti-aging skincare, and specialty stores will gladly charge you $15 for a tiny little box of these exact edible flowers to garnish a dessert. And you've literally got them for free. Speaking of soothing compounds, let's talk about a weird word, mucilage. This is the absolute superpower of the mallow plant. And get this, mallow literally gave marshmallows their name. Originally, folks whipped the healing mucilage gel from the mallow root with sugar to create a candy that actively healed sore throats. Today, corporations have completely replaced this incredible natural root gel with synthetic chemicals and cheap sugar, but the original plant is still out there offering its medicine for free. The absurdity of what we buy versus what grows naturally is just striking. Take red clover, for instance. You see its pink, globe-shaped flowers literally everywhere. Women buy premium health supplements to get the exact isoflavones for hormone balance that red clover eagerly provides for free. Whether it's the saponins in violets, the isoflavones in clover, or the mucilage gel in mallow, we are outsourcing our health to factories to synthesize what these soil-improving plants give us right out of the ground. All right, let's shift gears to Section 4, the ultimate survival staples. Imagine a plant that actually thrives when everything else just gives up. While your expensive, store-bought lettuce wilts and dies at the mere thought of a frost, chickweed survives happily under a solid blanket of ice and snow. Survival experts literally call this stuff a winter insurance policy. It provides all essential amino acids, which makes it a complete protein, and acts as a living anti-inflammatory when the rest of the natural world is completely dormant. 100,000. That is the staggering number of edible, protein-packed seeds that just a single, towering amaranth plant can produce. This red-stemmed giant isn't just trying to aggressively take over your yard. It is basically acting as your personal, highly efficient grain elevator, offering up an unbelievable bounty. And the historical journey of amaranth is absolutely wild. It started out as the very foundation of the Aztec Empire, a sacred crop traded like gold. Then, in the modern era, we somehow collectively forgot about it and dismissed it as this ugly driveway nuisance. But recently, UNESCO declared it the crop that could feed the world's future. And today, you'll find it bagged up in upscale Whole Food stores, sold as an exotic ancient grain for $8 a pound. A single amaranth plant growing in a vacant lot could literally feed a family for weeks, offering a complete protein that rivals meat. Which brings us to our final section, rethinking your backyard. The profound truth here is so simple. Nature doesn't label plants as weeds. Only we do. We have spent billions of dollars and countless weekends destroying resilient miracles that have sustained human civilizations through times of deep scarcity and sickness. These plants aren't invaders. They are nature's ultimate survivors, concentrating vital nutrients and profound medicines and offering us completely free security and health benefits, if we just have the wisdom to recognize them. So, to wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with a final thought. Take a look at your own yard tomorrow. Which weed from today's deep dive surprised you the absolute most? And honestly, knowing what you know now about the incredible superfoods hiding in plain sight, are you ever going to be able to look at the cracks in your driveway the same way again? Keep learning, keep exploring, and maybe, just maybe, rethink what you pull from your garden tomorrow.